I know his first name, but that's because I do it every night.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know
That gives it away right there.
Does it though?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows,
just gave it away.
anybody who fishes knows exactly who you're talking about.
Yes.
Fuck it. What's
They
he
don't know.
gonna? What's he gonna do? Fuck him. Crossing Arkansas, bitch. Pull up. I'll deal
be
with
cutting-
you. Yeah.
Shouldn't be cutting
Pull up
people
in my
off.
yard and tell me you're going to do this half. We'll see how that works.
Drop your boat in my fucking pond, bitch. We'll see who's in front.
Outlaw Way podcast. We're here with John Michael Stewart, Tyler Stewart, no relation,
Not at all.
Chip Cheeto Pierce, and myself, Nakia Nacho Jackson.
That was the most
another
vanilla
great
intro.
Oh, I'm good at it.
That was vanilla as shit. Like that was Bluebell.
That's my soft. Like I'm gonna get some sponsors for my voice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've heard preachers walk up asking for donations with a little bit more
Zing.
bump in there.
Welcome to this episode of the Outlaw Way podcast.
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, and then we've talked about so many topics. I don't even know what we're discussing here.
Well, today I'll tell you
Title
what
it,
we're
John.
discussing. So today we're going to get into the topic of the stupidest job site injury you've seen, hands down. Just the dumbest shit that's happened that made no sense, but it happened, and we had a meeting about it. And right after that, we're going to roll into how do you deal with assholes at work, because there's plenty of them, and you might as well figure it out now, because you're going to meet one sooner than
the
later.
injury part might roll into like damage.
Or may, who
And
knows?
I know on my job site, out there on the water, I've seen some crazy shit go down. Okeechobee, 2018, 2 boats collided. One dude broke his back. A week before that, the exact same thing happened. No, they didn't collide. A dude got thrown out, drowned. They didn't find him for like 2 weeks.
How in the fuck are y'all running into each other, running into each other in a wide
you
open
ever-
body of water?
Have you ever watched them on a takeoff?
Bro,
I mean,
it
These
is
boats are running 100 miles an hour,
No,
6
not quite
inches from each
100,
other.
but they are running 75 to 80, wide open. There'll be 50 boats racing to throw at one tree.
I mean, my John boat,
We know that tree's got a fish bite.
like my John boat tops out at 17 miles an hour. If I run into somebody, I'm just going to slap him in the fucking mouth and go on about my day.
Well, you've got us into the ATV world, and we're upping our game with ATVs, but we got to get you into the
I just
bass
can't do the
boat
boats
world.
thing.
Oh,
You ain't been to his house? I got the cleanest damn nitro you ever seen.
I got a nice
Need to
boat.
lean to, baby.
I got one.
He just said it tops out at 17.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it don't go real fast. I mean, it probably goes faster, but I don't fucking drive fast.
And he-
wait, he's got a nitro?
Yeah, he just washed it that day we came. It was really clean.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a nitro. There's no way it only goes 17. I got a
Oh,
nitro.
yeah, it's a 1917 nitro.
Well,
Oh, okay.
it's like a 1990 model Nitro with the 200 on the back. But
So when are we getting that thing out? When are we going to start fishing?
We're going to take it to a smaller lake and make sure it floats first.
yeah, it's either way though. Back on topic here. Back on topic. That's pretty fucking rough there. Breaking backs on boats. But me personally, I've seen some pretty dumb shit, some pretty bad shit. But it's always been stupid shit.
I seen a boy take Emmett Smith's Porsche and make it a suicide door on the driver's side.
That's what I'm talking about. That's fucking rough.
We'll have to get into that story.
That's what I'm talking about. So I think the nastiest, just downright fucking nastiest one I ever seen, down there, Dallas, Texas, Polyamerica at a plastic plant. They make extrusion trash bags, thank you sacks. If it's plastic and it's a bag, they fucking make it and got it down there. Well, they thread the rollers with a little bitty piece of, plastic, whatever, no big deal. This man had his wedding ring on and wrapped the fucking rope around his hand to give it a little tug. Well, it rewrapped behind another roller. And well, that motherfucking machine decided that it wanted that ring more than he did. It took his ring and everything on the other side of it. He walked up to us. He was like, "Hey man, I fucked up." I was like, "Hey bro, what you doing? What's going on? What you got behind that towel? Where's all that red coming from?" Man pulls his hand out and his little bones are just dangling.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking bad. Pretty nastiest without a doubt that I've fucking seen.
But coming up in my days as a paramedic, I can tell you a lot of stories.
Yeah.
But one of the dumbest and worst, not going to name a company's name, but it was actually at a plastic plant.
Love it.
They made bags.
Was it local?
They have a big freaking clamp on the front of a forklift.
Yeah.
And they pick up giant paper rolls.
Yeah.
Either starts with a B or an M.
A dude was
It's Barrier Mid-South. Motherfuckers right down the road.
a dude was picking with his buddy and pulled the forklift up and was going like pitching and fucking crushed him. I'm talking scram, just smashed him with this roll, this clamp on the front.
No,
of the
that motherfucker got the last honey bun that morning. That wasn't a fucking mistake.
He was talking about,
It wasn't a fucking mistake.
he's got a lot more stories in the medic field because he came up as a medic, but it got my brain turning. I am headed to Waco, Texas one night from another little city, and it's right before dark, and I am behind a brand new Corvette, blonde hair blowing in the wind, convertible. Something happened. She lost control of the car in front of me, and she went off the road and smacked a culvert. She was not wearing a seatbelt. Her torso left the seat and hit the window, but her neck was right at the top of the window, and it just took her head off, and her torso stuck in the windshield, and her head went 80 to 100 feet in front of her and was just rolling, and I'm behind it, stopping, sliding sideways, trying to keep from hitting her, watching her head leave her body.
Extreme fucking trauma moment. Yeah, that's
We're
good.
talking about job site injuries. He's done told
Yeah.
2 wreck stories.
Well, I'm telling you, you talked about a paramedic, and next my head went to that. So,
You was a
straight to
Sparky.
gruesome.
You had to have seen some horrible.
oh, I've seen some shit,
Oh,
bro.
I mean, somebody had to get flashed at least once.
Dude, I've seen a dude get hit with 480 and in the bucket truck. Got hit with 480. He was probably 120 foot or better away from the bucket on the ground. His boots were melted in the bottom of the bucket, still in the bucket, dead as a doornail.
God damn, I'll tell you what.
that's pretty
You
bad.
can't fuck with electricity. You just fucking can't.
Unless you're Daryl Wood. Daryl, wherever you're at, I hope you're still alive. But this dude, he would shock himself for the hell of it. And I'm talking voltage. 220,
Fuck that.
480. I seen him go as high as 1200 and something. I don't know what the exact voltage was, but that dude would get tired. He'd want to lick his fingers, walk over and touch a damn,
Fuck that. No, you need to contact a counselor. There's a
But
witch
he
hunt
had
on
been
for him.
hit. He had been hit by some big voltage at a young age. And ever since then,
He liked it.
his body, he could handle it, where normal people couldn't. Something happened in his body. But
So what was the stupidest injury you've seen on job, John?
Stupidest fucking injury. And I can't remember the boys to save my life. Can't remember his name. We were in, I want to say it was Mansfield, Ohio. We were up there in a big plant, and we had just gone on break. Well, he had gone to the break room to get him a bottle of water or something like that, but we couldn't. We were allowed to use the vending machines, but we weren't allowed to sit in the break room because there wasn't enough room for us. They didn't want us blocking it. So whatever. We outnumbered the floor hands by a lot. So went in there, got a shit, and he was walking back across the warehouse. Well, he was walking. This boy walked with a purpose when he walked. I'm talking about knees to chest, son. The motherfucker got from point A to point B, and he meant it. Well, he was walking fast as fuck, looking back over his left shoulder at something going on at the shipping dock. Don't know what the fuck was going on over there. He walked full stride, full speed into one of those giant H-beams in the middle of the fucking warehouse floor. We didn't have the yellow barriers around it because the building was brand new, so he got full fucking contact. He turned his head the perfect fucking second. Busted his nose so bad, it cracked his skull in his forehead 3 places.
Wow.
He
Walked into an I-beam so hard.
walked
it cracked.
into an I-beam.
12, 14 miles an hour.
No, it gets worse. Full fucking stride. This boy, after this, 3 weeks later, fully disabled. Never had to work again a day in his life. The settlement that motherfucker got from the company we was working at because they didn't have their barriers around the fucking poles was 7 figures. And they paid out in under 90 days.
All right, we're going to that undisclosed
Stupidest
plant you were talking about a minute ago.
Stupidest
We're
fucking
looking for
injury.
shit with no barriers, and we're walking face smack into it. Like I will send it.
Oh
son.
yeah. So I mean,
I'll
this
push
place.
you. I'll push you for half.
We told
Shit, let's roll.
he came outside. I was sitting outside of my truck, just fucking off, you know. He comes, blood fucking everywhere, a lot, like
Dude,
a lot more than a nosebleed.
When you bust your nose, when like not a nosebleed, but when you bust up in there,
Oh, it was
where
bad.
you break your
He
sinus
was
cavities and
pouring.
stuff, you got his flow.
So I'm like, bro, what the? I thought somebody done beat his ass because he was a cocky little shit, but he's funny. So I was like, somebody done rocked his shit.
So he was fully disabled. Like,
He was fully disabled because after that broke his bridge of his nose and there's 3 hairline fractures that he got in his forehead. Well, he fucking like can't wear hats.
when you
He
fuck with
can't
your
breathe.
senses-
He can't.
yeah,
he
when you
has no
fuck with your
equilibrium.
senses, so you can't feel, you can't taste, you can't touch, you can't smell. When you start fucking with your senses, they'll disable you.
fucked him up, son. I'm talking about like life changing shit.
I bet you there's somebody that got COVID and lost their sense of smell and taste, and they got disabled check.
Fuck,
They got a
really?
fucking disability
Yeah.
check. I bet you they did.
But that was the craziest, stupidest fucking injury because, I mean, the boy just walked into a fucking pole.
Yes.
Nobody else's fault. Completely and totally his. But they didn't have a barrier around that leg holding that ceiling up.
That's
I'm talking
crazy.
about, I took him to
It
the
is-
hospital.
It is absolutely
Got paid,
ridiculous
baby.
these days what people can sue for
I'm telling you.
and get paid.
And get paid. That boy,
Hey,
he got
did-
7
okay.
figures.
Did you hear the dude that tried to sue McDonald's a couple months ago
No.
because he ate a Happy Meal and he wasn't happy when he got done?
Hey, that's false
he sued-
advertising.
He sued him because he ate a Happy Meal and he wasn't happy about it.
He must not got a good toy. Hey, I was
think they
pretty,
threw it out. but-
I wanted a fucking adult Happy Meal. They just came back out with them adult Happy Meals. You can get one at McDonald's.
I get
When
it, but it's just a
found
number
out-
one.
Yeah, so
I've
that's so
never
I thought it came with a
heard-
toy. I thought it came with an adult toy or some crazy shit. I was like,
They took a
getting
Big Mac,
this.
some
That's because
fries.
you are a child.
yes.
No, they took a Big Mac and a fry, number one,
And threw
and
it in
they
a
put it in a box and they wrote adult above Happy Meal, and everybody starts rolling up to McDonald's. You got that adult Happy Meal?
I wanted
How about-
one.
What are you like? 260, 260
280,
pound,
280, bitch.
280 pound,
Get your fucking weight up, son.
10-year-old.
I wanted, because I mean, you know, it was like,
want my toy.
I was like, I'm reliving my fucking childhood. This
Y'all
shit's
got Power Wheels in there? What you got in there?
Like, I'm a little fucked up. I'm buzzed. Baby, take me to McDonald's. I need a fucking Happy
I
Meal.
bought an adult Happy Meal and didn't get a toy, and I am mad.
I was pissed.
hey, have y'all
What
seen?
would be really bad is if they had the adult Happy Meal with a toy, but he just ordered a number one. It's the same thing, but he didn't get a toy. He'd be pissed off. Like,
I would be.
I just ordered number one.
Tyler, you got to learn how to butt in here, bro.
Yeah, you got to jump in here, bro.
Yeah, hey, so yeah, have y'all seen the meme with the dude standing under the Walmart sign for like 4 days because the letter was like almost like it was about to
Yes.
fall. It was like upside down.
Oh, yeah, he's
about
like,
to
get
fall.
paid.
Yeah.
He stood under that thing for like 4 days waiting on it to fall.
Dude, I got
He
fired.
would have got paid.
I got fired. The only time I've ever been fired in my life. I had a 2-year stretch where I sold cars. There was a woman that bought a brand new car every 3 months, every quarter. She'd buy a brand new ride. She had traded in a Z71 Tahoe that she'd had for 90 days. It had like 4,200 miles on it, not a scratch on it. Dude called on it, and I answered the call. And he asked me, why did she trade it in? So I just told him, this woman got a settlement from Walmart. She was walking down the aisle at Walmart in a box on the top shelf. There was a stalker on the other side of the aisle. And he had put something up and it had pushed a box, like a cereal box. Not a big fucking heavy box. A box of cereal or oatmeal or something fell off and hit her in the corner of the box, like put a little paper cut on her cheek. She got a settlement from Walmart for an undisclosed amount of money that allowed her to buy a brand new fucking vehicle cash every 3 months. So I told him the story. Turns out it was her cousin or some shit. And I got fired because I told her personal business.
And you didn't learn
Fucking
your
right.
lesson, and you're now telling the story live on the air.
Yeah, but
on
now
podcast.
bitch can't fire me.
Made it full circle. Hey, now I will say this though: if a 36 count Pop-Tart box falls off the top shelf at Walmart, you might black the fuck out when it makes contact. Okay.
But that's going to bleed into that next subject in the podcast too from now, that old school, new school shit. Old school guys would get the Pop-Tarts for free. New school guys want the whole
I want the
fucking Walmart.
fucking store, bitch. This is my department now.
Yes.
But either way, though.
All right, so back on the injuries
Yeah, I've
and
seen
stuff.
some dumb shit, man.
So
Well, this doesn't have anything to do with a work-related accident, but I thought of this as a call I worked that was absolutely crazy. A car going down the road, coming up on a stop sign. You either turn left or right. In front of you is a ditch. They never let up, blew the stop sign, hit the ditch, bounced into the yard. I get the call. We get there on the ambulance. I go get the guy in the front seat of his car. No face. The dude has no face. It's just raw hamburger meat, no face.
Oh, fuck.
I am confused.
there was a bitch that robbed our Amazon account a couple of months ago, didn't have no face.
I mean, I've been through anatomy and physiology. There's supposed to be a face here. There's no eye holes, no eye sockets, no mouth, no nose.
Oh, literally no face.
Literally
Just
no
from
face.
jumping the ditch. I mean, was
I
the car
can't
total?
figure out where the dude's face is. Like, how does the holes disappear?
Like that's some serious Where's
So-
Waldo shit right
Yes,
there.
we was tripping out. Me and my partner both like, oh my God, where's the dude's face? Come to find out, when the car hit the embankment on the other side of the ditch, the front of the cab above the windshield creased down and made a V. Dude goes out the windshield, then the car bounces in the yard. He comes back through the windshield. The V above the windshield caught the back of his head at the top of his neck on the back. When he came back in the car, it peeled his scalp off and laid it on his face. So what we was looking at was the underneath side where his hair's at, laying on his face.
Right there.
Halloween, baby.
It's Halloween. That's our Halloween podcast right here.
It tripped us the hell out because we can't figure out where his face is.
Oh, that's fucked.
So when we finally figured it out, you just pick it up. And the dude was good. Like he was talking. He was in pain.
No way.
So I got
he was alive?
several.
Oh, he was good. There's nothing wrong with him. It just pulled all the
Pulled his
skin
skin.
off his head.
So I got a few of these, but one of the
It
best
skinned
ones.
him.
I'm in car audio. This is late 90s, and they were doing those conversion vans. It was real big at the time. So the dealer was selling this conversion van. Well, this guy pulls up, wants something done. They pull around to the back and tell us put cruise on it. And my first thought is, you just spend like 40 grand on a conversion van. You don't have cruise? Anyway, so we put cruise on it. Dude leaves the shop, gets out on the highway, gets to cruising speed, sets the cruise, gets up, walks to the back of the van to fix him a drink, goes into the median, crosses the median, goes head on, dies.
That motherfucker wanted autopilot.
Yeah.
His-
How did they
Not
figure,
cruise.
how'd they figure out that he did all that?
His family came back and tried to sue because we put cruise on it and didn't explain the difference between autopilot and cruise or whatever. But luckily, the guy that owned the company that I worked for, you had to sign waivers for anything that had to do with remote start, cruise, any of that shit, which just brought another one to my mind. But I'm going to let somebody else talk. But I got several of these some bitches.
That goes back to the old school, new school thing. Because
I mean,
we
son.
grew up
Technology.
without cruise control.
Yes.
We grew up without that stuff.
Cruise
wasn't there.
control was my left knee.
I'm telling you what. I mean, yeah, you just got to fucking lock that motherfucker in.
You take your left foot and you like wedge it on the gas sideways in the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And then you can let go and it's steering and cruising and
You drive with your left?
no, you could with my left I could cross it like that and it fit just perfect between the pedal and the steering wheel. That would be my cruise. I drive with my right foot, but that was cruise control.
I was going to say, I've never had this. I think we're in different height dimensions here.
Until you had to switch until you had to turn your high beams on. Then you had to turn your cruise off and hit your high beams in the floor. So
Yes.
you had to double
Oh, no,
work.
them bitches are by the steering wheel.
And then we were
That was in the floor.
then we were 3-speed, so we also had clutches.
Oh, yeah.
So that left foot got to work out.
But we got some pretty fucked up injuries here already. But let's get right over into it. How to deal with an asshole at work. Because there's a lot of different types
We're
of
gonna have to come
assholes.
back.
You have to have more information.
We're going to come
Am I
back
a-
to the injuries later because there are
Am I a
a bunch of them.
coworker to the asshole?
Let's say you
the
work.
boss of the asshole,
just say
Let's start at the bottom and work our
Let's
way
work
up.
our way up.
or
Let's
a
work our
subordinate.
So none of us are bosses. We're all
Co-working.
workers. So we have a coworker.
So he's not my boss.
No, coworker, straight up coworker. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of different. This goes the young new guys too. So it's like a lot of people think everybody's an asshole their first week at work. But there's a difference between getting hazed, people fucking with you just to have a good time and make you them your friends, and then people who really just are assholes. And I mean, it takes a couple of days to figure out which is which, in my opinion.
It does.
Because it's like this.
I don't know. I've met some right off the bat.
Oh, I mean,
Some of them you definitely know.
You know the assholes. You know them.
We met one today.
Yeah, we did.
But it's like, so me personally, I get a lot of questions. People, younger guys, always asking me, man, I'm having these problems at work. This dude just will not stop fucking with me. And I'll always ask him, I'm like, are you sure he's just like not trying to be your friend? I know that sounds fucking weird, but some people that fuck with you really are just trying to be your friends, you know, just trying to have a good time, just trying to get you relaxed and comfortable and shit like that. It's a fucked up way to do it and say it, but that's how trades are. That's the way it works.
Thing.
Yeah. You know, you pull a little girl's hair when you're in kindergarten because you like her.
Yeah, because you like her.
But it's like this. And I always tell them the same thing. I'm like, look, man, you got to realize, is he fucking with you because he wants to be your friend? Or is he fucking with you because he just doesn't like you? And I was like, once you figure that out, either tell him to stop or beat his fucking ass.
Yeah,
Cut and dry.
Yeah.
In my mind, there's only once you find out that there's a true asshole, you got to treat it just like a bully.
Yeah, that's all they are.
There's only two ways to handle it. You either distance yourself and you like they don't exist, or you beat their ass. You are confronted. You call them out some shape or form. You have to put them on the spot and make them accountable.
I'm going to be distanced as soon as the squad car leaves.
It's going to depend on the job.
It does depend on everything. Yeah. There's a lot of scenarios.
I don't give a shit about the job. I'm whooping his ass.
It's done, son. Either I'm finna take this ass whooping home with me or you are. 50-50, baby. Yeah. I'm going into this with fucking high hopes already.
Yeah, it's blackjack odds.
Yeah. But it's like the scenario, the place matters. You're on a job site, son, we're throwing hands, okay? If it's a dirt job site and there's no fucking concrete within looking distance, we ain't doing nothing but fighting, okay? But if we're in a plant, 6th floor up, and the safety man's 30 yards away, we might have a conversation before one of us slaps each other in the fucking mouth. But if that conversation don't go good, the second we step out of that gate...
I don't know. I mean, you could whoop his ass safely. I mean, you could whoop his ass safely.
Well, it's like this. I've never had a safe ass whooping.
Things change with age.
Do they?
And I'm at my age now.
You hit him with your fucking walker?
Nah, you're going to shoot him.
I don't have, back in the day, you roll around with somebody for 10 minutes, just beat each other's ass. Oh, yeah. Now I got a good 45 seconds in me. I'm finna do some damage in 45 seconds. Well, so it depends on how big your ass is as to what I'm hitting you with.
You know what they say, the old saying?
Getting an ass whooping, I know would benefit me.
I mean,
it would do
Scott, pause this motherfucking podcast. We better get this motherfucker right.
If I got an ass whooping, it would help me. If I give an ass whooping, it would help me. So
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just in a different mindset because I don't have time. That's the difference now. I'm like,
it helps.
Well,
I can't find the person that can give it.
Well, I'm like Nakia. I don't have like,
I'll call them up.
I don't have the 10 or 15 minutes of rolling around whooping that ass energy in me anymore. I got a good 3 to 5.
But shit, that's all I got. And I'm 26.
But that 3 to 5, if I'm not making money, I don't want to do it. So I just assume shoot your ass and take the other 4 minutes and make some money.
So I'll tell you what. You know what the old saying is? You know what you use to get wrinkles out of your clothes is fucking iron. So the more wrinkles end up on your fucking face, the more odds are you need to fucking have an iron on you to get them motherfuckers lined out right. If you got wrinkles, you better keep an iron. That's the way it works. And Nakia, thank God this is an audio pretty much only because you need a fucking iron.
You need double soled.
Yeah. See, they call them crow's feet.
This is nice.
They call them crow's feet.
That is wisdom.
Those are fucking bald eagle claws. Okay.
This motherfucker said, stop the podcast.
Wisdom.
It says, stop this podcast right now. We're
finna jump your ass in this fucking room right now.
I said I ain't found the guy to do it. John said, I'll call him up.
I know some bad motherfuckers, okay?
I know the guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shit, I get an 8-year-old with a fucking good bat swing. It's gonna take your house.
So we've established that you got to confront them.
You got to confront them. You got to.
So after you confront them, then you can make
On the Outlaw Way podcast, however, we are not promoting shooting anybody, Chip, on the job site.
Well, we're in a different
Parking lot, maybe, but not on the job site.
We're at a different point in our life to where I'm not going to say we're promoting it, but it's some really good fucking advice. It really is, because you could save time, you could save money, you could save energy. Like, I mean, you have to have a really substantial reason.
It's gonna take longer.
I would advise that when you get done, you drag them in the house and like put the DVD player on their chest or some shit.
From work.
From work.
From work.
No, no.
I'm gonna drag your ass from the paper mill, throw you in my living room.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of crime videos here lately. Like they load them up and take them somewhere else. So
True crime, baby.
This bitch got off early and was robbing my house.
October, you get the best fucking ones come out of the woodwork too. I'll tell you what though, but at the end of the day, I mean, everybody always wants to ask how to deal with an asshole. You don't need to be asking us because we're not the motherfuckers you want advice from.
No, we're not.
But if
not on that subject.
Not on that subject. But if you want it, I mean, you're either finna hand an ass whooping out or take one. And I mean, I've taken plenty. I've probably taken more than I've given out, really, looking back now.
Well, either way,
I mean,
And
honestly.
it was good for you, wasn't it?
No, I wouldn't at all.
But honestly, either way, whether you give or you receive, both of you will respect each other when it's over
The
with.
bullying will stop.
Oh, he's
And
not gonna
he'll
be an asshole
stop
no more.
fucking with you.
Yeah.
Because if nothing else, he'll either stop fucking with you because you whooped his ass, or he'll stop fucking with you because he knows you don't care and you're going to keep coming.
Got that right.
So,
And a lot of people don't understand is like, really, all you got to do is slap one motherfucker. You slap the fuck out of one person.
it's like going to jail.
Nobody else is going to fuck
Yeah,
with you
it's
because
like
they
going to
don't want to
jail
get slapped.
Except for the guy on the job site that loves to fight.
Yeah.
Even
There's
him.
always that
Even-
one.
There's always that
But
guy.
it's like going to jail or prison. You get put in population and somebody fucks with you. I don't care if it's brushing up against you, stealing your lunch, whatever. The first time you jump on their ass. If you take an ass whooping, that's fine. But they'll know and respect you and they'll leave you the fuck alone and move on to somebody else.
Exactly.
But if you take it and just let them fuck with you, then you set a precedence and you'll be fucked with the entire time you're there. So it's going to be the same on the job site.
Got that right. Don't be a fucking victim.
So the answer is,
You have to
in
confront them.
some form or fashion, confront them.
Yeah.
confront the guy.
You have to call him out. Say, why are you an asshole? Why are you acting like an asshole? Why you treat me like that? Fuck you. You want to fight? You don't want to fight? Whatever. I'll call somebody to whoop your ass. John will pull out his phone. Like,
I got
somebody whoop
contacts.
your ass.
motherfucker. I got homies on my Snapchat best friends list that'll pull up right now.
I have to do that shit once a week at work. Chip, why are you being an asshole today?
I'll call somebody.
It's like,
Just fucking awesome.
not in a good mood, man.
Oh, I'll tell you what, fuck. But shit,
But he's that guy though. Why?
why? Oh,
Well, I got a lot of things in my mind. What?
Tell me about it.
Like,
I'm a
well,
friend.
explain to me.
yeah. Tell me everything. Tell me
I'm
what's
a
going
friend. Tell me about it.
on. I'll tell you what. I hate motherfuckers like that. You know.
Lay my hand on your shoulder. Are you good?
Sometimes I just want to sit in fucking silence and stare at the wall for like 5 minutes.
That's me in the morning. Like, I need 10 minutes to get my coffee and just be in my thoughts. And then, like, David's the world worst. He'll come outside. What
definitely-
you doing? I'm sitting here enjoying my quiet time. I was the only one out here. It's early in the morning. Oh, well, hey, let me tell you something. Like, can you wait 10 minutes? Oh, yeah. Can I talk to you now?
You are definitely not being an ass to me because I interrupted your coffee. Because I'm coming in an hour after your ass.
Yeah, and it wasn't because of coffee.
His coffee didn't hit right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking love it. But we've had a little job site injuries. A little
Tyler, do
hard.
y'all have any problems on the
Yeah, Tyler.
fishing circuit?
I didn't know Tyler was here.
I forget about him.
Yeah.
Like
He is sleeping.
today was a long day, but honestly, yeah, we actually do. So I've actually encountered a bunch of problems, more so locals, people not even in the tournament than people in the tournament.
Can I call him out? Can I call him out? I know the guy,
Do you?
the yellow,
Yeah, the dude in the
the big
yellow
truck.
Yep.
Yeah, can I call him out? Because I don't care about him.
Oh, No.
I mean, the kid wants his ass whooped. We can send him over there and give him a
go.
bite, you know.
Let's go.
But shit, yeah.
It's a win-win.
Who the fuck has a yellow truck? What the fuck is he? Curious George riding around in a fucking banana?
Yeah, so I did have one dude. I take that back. I did have one dude try to big league me. He literally,
league you?
yeah, I mean, just straight up, you know, a super known angler. I'm at the back of a creek, 50 yards left of the creek. I mean, literally not far. Like there's one stretch I want to fish, and there's no room for two boats. I get there first. Dude, I put the trolling motor down, I look back, here comes this dude. Pulls up, parks his boat 10 feet in front of me, starts fishing. He's like, I was like, what the heck, dude? He's like, oh, you can have the left side, I'll take the right. I was like, oh no.
I'm being so nice right now. I know this motherfucker. I can call him out right now. I'm just being so nice.
I cranked my boat up, idled right in front of him, put my trolling motor down, and blocked the entire creek and just cast it at both sides. And then he didn't say nothing, just turned around and left. But like, yeah, he definitely tried to take advantage of.
I mean, and you know, most of the places that y'all fish are fucking huge.
But like I said earlier, I mean, the fish are, you know, there's 90% of the fish are in 10% of the water, every lake you go to.
That's some fucking math right there. Calm down a little bit, okay? We don't have no mathematicians watching.
But
there's somebody in there driving down the road right now trying to do 90 and 10 and 10 and 90.
They go to a
They set their cruise and they're like on their calculator.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
they go
fuck, here
to
we
a
go.
15,000 acre lake.
and there'll be people
Every
fist
boat's heading
fighting.
to the same spot.
Yeah, so there was an event my first year on tour where two guys got into it, and
They hop on each other's boats?
I think one guy was leading, the other guy was in second, and they were going to the same spot, same school of fish. And the guy that was in second actually had a faster boat, passed the dude that was in first, got there, that was in second got pissed off, called him out, ended up getting mad, and just left the tournament. Like, just left. Like, had a chance at $100,000.
That's that new school shit.
Was
That's that new school shit.
He was that
How's
mad. He literally put it on the trailer and went home.
Who the fuck bows out with
I
a
have
random
never
He had
been
to go to
no,
his safe space.
no.
Yeah.
I have never been $100,000 mad. I don't
Never.
care how mad I am not walking away from 100 G's.
Now, I've
I'll
been-
get my 100 G's and then I'll whip your ass.
Yeah.
But I ain't leaving my 100 G's.
Oh, fuck no.
Because I'm mad at you.
No.
Like, I think my cutoff pissed off amount's like $500. Like, I'll drop $500 because I was like, you know, fuck this. I don't want to deal with it. Anything more than that, homie, we finna have to fucking have a
If I
date.
leave and there's 100 G's on the line and I just leave it, I'm talking about a miracle. Jesus just walked across the lake, tapped me on the shoulder and said, you need to go home. Like, some shit had to happen.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'd probably have to tell them, well, we're gonna go home together. You just sit the fuck down and make it. That's
You get the boat.
$100,000. Either I'm gonna open my live well and see 200, or you finna sit down and start fucking putting baits together for
Why
me.
don't you make wine? Give me 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Shit fire, son. But I'll tell you what though, man, big leaguers, gotta love them.
Yep.
He's not even a big leaguer.
Is he not?
He
really is.
In my head, which I don't know and haven't been in the fishing world as long as these two have, but he's like top 100, but he's not like
He's not like,
known. Like,
Yeah,
you know him.
Would I know him? I don't know
Yes,
shit.
yes,
I
you would know him.
Oh fuck! If I know him, he's up there.
But what I mean is, like, you know, if you say his name, you know he's a professional fisherman.
Text me right
but
now.
he's not in the.
Text me right the fuck.
Write it on the screen behind the camera.
He's not in like the.
I don't know
the
who you're talking about
elite
either.
in my mind.
I'll
It's
show
not
you
an
my phone.
elite.
honestly,
He
as
thinks
bad as
he is.
as bad as you know, I want to say he's not. He's probably one of the top 10, maybe not performance wise, but top 10, you know, most well-known fishermen. In
you
the
gotta text me
entire
right.
world.
Well, he does have a
fucking
name. I mean, he has
I mean,
a
dude's
name.
got.
Well, I mean, everybody's
you
got
know,
a fucking name, but am I gonna know it's the question here?
You're gonna know it.
Yeah, I mean, dude's got his own rods, reels. You know, he's
I know who it is now.
You
I
should have
still
had it
don't
a minute
fucking
ago.
know. I still don't fucking know. I got nothing. Well, see, there's an asshole you should have dealt with.
yep.
You should have jumped fucking deck to deck.
I told him, like he told me, I was like, you should have done some outlaw shit and put that boat on top of his boat.
Let me pull this motherfucker down here. I don't know who the fuck that is. Yeah, I don't know. I know his first name, but that's because I do it every night. Okay, I don't know who the fuck that is.
That gives it away right there.
Does it though?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows,
just gave it away.
anybody who fishes knows exactly who you're talking about.
Yes.
Fuck it. What's
They
it
don't
gonna?
know.
What's he gonna do? Fuck him. Crossing Arkansas, bitch. Pull up. I'll deal
be
with
cutting.
you. Yeah.
Shouldn't be cutting
Pull up
people
in my
off.
yard and tell me you're going to do this half. We'll see how that works.
Drop your boat in my fucking pond, bitch. We'll see who's in front. But either way, though, you gotta confront motherfuckers like that. Because if you let somebody walk on you, they'll start stomping on you. At the end of the day, it's just gonna only get fucking worse. So you better stand up for yourself every fucking chance you get.
Because if you don't, and here's the greatest advice / what is the word when you listen to Steve Harvey and he says something, you're like, that's an epiphany or whatever you call it.
I just stared at his mustache. I don't really know what the fuck he's saying.
If you do not confront this person and they continue to do this, you're going to be kicking yourself in the ass because they're going to go places that you're not.
Yep.
Because you're allowing them to step on you to get higher or better, and they're going to continue to do it to other people and get there for the wrong reasons. But then you can't blame them because you let them do it. So you have to confront them. Period.
Got to. Ain't no other way around it. But we've had a little job site injury here, a little horror story, for a little Halloween. It's got the spooky vibes. Motherfucker over here ripped his skin off. We dealt with some assholes, but now we're going to roll into the next little question here. So we've started to do a little bit of traveling with this whole Team Outlaw thing. And we got on the subject before the podcast started, and I think we should continue this subject. How are you getting from point A to point B? Because I'm a big driver. I love to drive. But you guys, we got to fly. Sometimes you just ain't no way around it to do it in the time we need to get done. You guys are diehard Delta, but I'm an American Airlines guy. I mean, Tyler, he's riding a fucking Huffy, I guess.
Tyler's Allegiant.
Hey, I'm getting on Allegiant or Spirit. Anything I can get on, cheapest way I get there, I'm getting there. I've flown American. I've flown Delta, Southwest.
Oh.
They all got me to the same place.
I'll put it to you in a construction way.
Yeah.
We get $135 a night per diem. Me and you are eating steak, drinking Modelo. We're finna spend our $135
Every day.
Tyler went to the dollar menu, got 2 McDoubles,
for $4.
and put $130 in his pocket. He's coming home with that shit.
Yeah. Fuck that. It's like this. I have traveled on the cheap side, and I have traveled on the expensive side. 9 times out of 10, I prefer to fly on the fucking expensive side because the cheap side's great. It gets you from point A to point B, but I'm so fucking miserable.
Yes.
Flying in a shitty airplane service. It is unreal. Like,
Completely miserable.
Because no matter what happens, I'm ending up with that guy or girl.
Yeah.
Every time I'm by that guy or that girl.
Every fucking
They have no respect. They have no, they stink, whatever it is. I'm getting that person.
I'm a big fucking guy. Like, I'm 6'2",
Yes,
280.
you are.
I mean, Nakia see me naked. He knows.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm a big fucking guy.
What did he say?
And it's like, if I'm sitting in the back of the bus back there, my knees, the person in front of me knows exactly what they fucking feel like. Okay? You cannot lean your fucking seat back if you were in front of me and coach, because it's not that I'm not letting you. You physically cannot fucking lean back if I'm behind you.
You'd have to break your femurs.
You would have to break my shit.
If I could drive, I'm driving.
If I can drive, I'm driving.
Because that's a control thing.
Yeah.
I'm in control. I'm in my own vehicle. I got everything I need. I'm comfortable.
I'm
the
never
air conditioning
stuck
setting,
anywhere.
radio, everything.
Never
can
stuck.
leave when I want to leave, period.
Yep.
But over the last several years, I've probably been flying for 2.5 decades now or better. But sometimes you don't have a choice.
You don't.
Schedule-wise, timelines, money.
Yeah.
I mean, like right now, $5 a gallon. It's almost cheaper to fly first class right now than it is to drive from here to Cross.
I don't know about first class.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
cheaper to fly. First class is expensive.
I just took a $364 flight from Dallas, Texas to Monroe, Louisiana. $364. First class American Airlines. It cost me $400 in diesel to get there.
American Airlines first class.
You could have flown
is
Allegiant
not
for
first
$50.
class.
It is first class. I got my jacket and coat when I
Airlines
saw
first
that.
You
class.
could have got a ticket for the Allegiant flight for $50. But if you brought a bag, that's $99. You want something to drink, that's $99. You want to put your armrest down, that's $99. You got to pee, $99.
It seems like they're like, oh, you want to go to Florida? We'll get you to a airport in Florida.
We'll get you to Florida.
We're not promising.
No,
you
there's a
which
direct
airport.
flight from Shreveport to Orlando. Do it every year.
We were broke.
yeah.
We were broke. We had to go to Florida to the leisure company. So we had a buddy that had a coupon for Allegiant. All we had to do was drive to New Orleans.
Not only is it Allegiant, you brought a fucking coupon.
Yes, we did.
So we had to drive.
That's bottom right there. That is rock bottom.
We drive to New Orleans and we can use our coupon and we get a free flight. It's $99 for a bag.
Remember,
And
this is how we started this company.
Yeah. So we say, okay, well, we scrounge up enough gas money to get from here to New Orleans and New Orleans back. We scrounge up a little bit of money so we could have something to eat when we got there. We had another buddy that put our rental car on his credit card and give us 30 days to pay it off. No big deal. We're flying from New Orleans to Orlando, Florida. There's a car there. We got a little money. The car's going to be full of gas.
A little money, like $100 for 3 days to eat and whatever else we need.
Let's do this.
Crack-a-lack McDonald's, baby.
Yeah,
Yes. Good meals.
Guess what?
Yes.
Nobody wants to tell us some bitch. There's 2 airports in Orlando. Allegiant flies into Airport A. Rental car is at Airport B.
So we get to Airport A, go to the car rental place. And they're like, we don't
I don't know
have
the
a
fuck you
reservation
are.
for you
So we got to take a taxi.
that we can't afford.
That's the whole $100 right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fucking rough right there. But I'll tell you what, though. You said driving. We're going to Vegas here in a couple of weeks out there. We're going to SEMA. Team Outlaws going to SEMA.
We're flying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm driving because
Why?
You're
I
crazy.
have to take my truck's going to SEMA. I'm in a booth. I have a SEMA truck.
Drive your truck to SEMA and then put it in the show. It's going to be bug.
No,
covered.
dude.
No, bro. No. So
Get
you
on that
drive it.
Haul It app and let somebody bid to pick your truck up and take it to Vegas for
So-
you, and you get your ass on the plane.
Well, so see, look, Lacey Blair and Zach Pennick are the one putting my any level on for me and everything like that.
Lacey, we need a sponsorship.
Lacey, come on in now. We are going from their shop to Vegas in a giant ass show truck convoy. It'll be the biggest show truck convoy, period.
And where is their shop?
Claiborne, Texas.
Yeah. We're going to fly over your ass. That's what we're
You
gonna
will.
Yes.
Yeah.
we
I'm
will.
leaving the 27th to make it out there by the 29th to have my truck in the show the 30th.
do. Crown Apple, midget strippers, and blackjack while you're still on the road.
See
Anytime
originally-
it's over 4 hours,
yeah.
I'd prefer to fly. Sometimes we can't because we're taking side by sides or boats or
Anything
hunting
over
equipment and we can't fly. But if we can fly and it's over 4 hours, I would prefer to fly.
Plus, time
And I am flying first class.
at this time, though, time is money at this point.
time is money.
So, SEMA, we're going to go to SEMA. If we drove to Vegas and back, we're going to lose 3 days.
4.
4 maybe.
Yeah,
so
but if you
we
guys
fly
had
and
to pull
fly out.
something, if you guys had to get there, like if y'all had to bring a truck like him,
You
how
ship it
I'm sitting the driver.
So it's like this, right?
or
See,
ship it.
my thought process is I'm in a fucking SEMA show truck convoy. I'm going to make
That
so much
changes
money
things.
on the trip from the photos and videos I'm going to get that fuck. Oh, fuck. It won't even matter.
But
Fuck the flight.
if I fly, I am flying first class.
I do agree
without
with
doubt.
going and traveling comfortably. You know, if I was flying a bunch, first class may be more of an option for me. I fly 3 times a year. If I get on the plane, get there, and get back, it's not that big of a deal.
I have flown
Now-
twice a year. I have flown 50 times a year. I'm going first class. I don't give a shit. One time a decade, I'm going first class.
Now, when I'm driving, comfort is a necessity for me.
Gotta have it.
100%. I'm gonna drive a nice truck. You know, for as much traveling as I do, I'm doing 50,000, 60,000 miles a year. You know, I'm gonna drive what's comfortable, and for me, that's GMC Sierra. I know you're a Ford guy.
Well, so I'm a Ford guy. My F-250 Limited is down there getting the lift and everything.
This is a whole nother podcast. So
But-
we need to pause this before we get too deep into it. That's a whole nother podcast. We need a question of this episode to follow the lines of our other crazy questions, and we need to wrap this dude up for this time.
Oh, crazy questions. It's October. It's a spooky month. So we gotta talk about a little bit of death. We gotta bring that up somehow. What is in your opinion, we'll put up 2 so we keep it simple. What's the worst fucking way to go? Fire or water?
Fire, 100,000%.
Water.
fire.
Fuck
Water.
that. Water.
Water.
Fire, I feel like I'm going to black out from the pain.
That's what I've been saying. I have to go water
Yes.
because the fire
I'm gonna
is going to
black
be
out.
just a short amount of time before it's so much pain that
You're just gone.
something's done.
But the
water, you
water-
could hang on for minutes and minutes and minutes.
Minutes. You could be conscious for what is it, 6.5 minutes?
Yeah.
While you don't breathe, your brain, your eyes still work.
It could be a while.
Water.
I don't
is
know. I
fucking-
feel like you can tolerate a lot of pain, like with the fire.
Fire
Before
is
you
going
pass
to
out.
be almost immediate death. As soon as you inhale flames,
60
of fire,
seconds.
it burns your lungs away,
60 seconds.
your eyeballs away,
Exactly.
your brain away.
60 seconds in a bad fire, you're gone. But in water,
But also,
That's 60 seconds though.
y'all realize you have first degree, second degree, third degree burns.
yeah.
Third degree burns completely through your nerves. It doesn't hurt.
No, so then we're fine.
Third degree burn doesn't hurt
Yeah.
because your nerves are gone.
Oh, I'm going to fire then.
Once it burns your nerve endings off, there is no pain.
I'm talking about what's the worst fucking
So
way.
you're-
Not the best.
I'm going to die with fire. So water's the worst.
Water is the worst.
Water's the worst.
Water's the worst.
All right.
I feel like you can't. The ocean, you can't
You're
fucking
going
go
to
wrong.
be trying to hold your breath
Yeah.
and doing that, trying not to breathe and going,
Not
oh my
only-
God, I'm fixing to inhale it.
Not
All right,
only
guys,
am I
so-
going out.
All of our audience, all of our fans, y'all comment on the post. Y'all go check it out. Tell us, is it fire? Is it water? And
I'm tying center blocks to my feet, jumping off the Mississippi River.
Tyler's
before I
jumping
get-
off. The three
before
of
I
us are
go.
going down in the blaze.
You jump off now, it's fucking dry over here at the River Bridge where we're close to. There ain't nothing but sand down there.
Nacho, wrap us up with that vanilla ass ending you got.
You just ended it.
No, you got to end it at least.
You started it.
You ended it. I mean, you told us you wanted your ass whoop. I mean, he's giving you an option to get your own ass whooped here. Fucking what?
Yeah, our audience is fixing to whoop your ass for these vanilla ass endings and stars you're giving.
I think that's the ending.
Just tell them goodbye or something. Shit.
Guys, there's only one way. It's the outlaw way. Nachos froze up. We'll see you on the next one. Until next time.